Всем привет, с вами Лейла, и мы продолжаем играть в Хогвартс Легаси. Это прохождение на 100%. Я до серии все-таки нашла последний стол. Точнее, не стол, а платформу для приземления. Вот она. А что это я тут увидела? На вас плевать, мне дворняги нужны. Находится он... Так, где? Вон Хоксмит, вот стол. То есть совсем-совсем близко. Блин, тут бабочки еще. Ну да ладно, я не об этом. Мне тут сейчас предстоит разговор с каким-то портретом в библиотеке. Вот с этим. Нужно узнать, что случилось.
Sir, are you all right? You seem to be in some distress.
All right? Do I look all right? I've been kidnapped!
How can you be kidnapped when you're right here?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm right here. I've more than one frame. Do you only have one home? It's my other frame. It's been stolen. And by students, no less. They paid filthy thieves to steal my other frame.
Oh dear, that sounds awful.
Well, awful is exactly what Astoria Cricket is. She's behind all of this. She and her friends were moaning about me of all the nerve. Then I heard her plot to enlist a gang of good-for-nothings to have me stolen from the Three Broomsticks. That's why my other frame hung. A hovel of a place. Though I suppose one could do worse. I once knew a portrait who ended up in the Hog's Head. No one's heard from him since.
Right. So, back to your frame.
Ah, yes. There I was, powdering my wig, and the next thing I knew, I was being manhandled by rogues and carried off. As if I can afford not to be at my post. I do important work for the headmaster, and I need my other frame back at the Three Broomsticks.
Just who is Astoria Cricket, and what would she want with your frame?
She's a fourth-year troublemaker, that's who. She and her band of hoodlums discuss all sorts of misdeeds right under my nose, and then resent me for overhearing them. I can only assume they took my frame in some misguided attempt to punish me for doing my job.
What do you mean you do important work for the headmaster?
Let's just say I overhear quite a bit in Serona's fine establishment, and the headmaster likes to know all about it. He's come to count on me in this regard. Reminds me of my prefect days.
I don't suppose you have any idea where your stolen frame was taken. Can you see anything from it?
I most certainly can. They brought me to a ruin of all places. Some crumbling atrocity surrounded by water from the sound of it. Oh, I do also recall seeing the coast on the way.
I could look into the matter for you.
Oh, would you? How marvelous. Do it quickly though, won't you? The place they took me to is quite beneath me. Off you go then.
Ах, ну что ж, иду в 3 метлы разговаривать. Но в сумме, как по мне, тут так тебе и надо. А то ишь стоит здесь себе шпионит для директора, а потом еще недоволен тем, что его уносят куда-то. Где тут эта дамочка?
Astoria Cricket?
That depends. Am I in trouble?
Ferdinand Pratt thinks you should be. Says you stole his frame.
I wouldn't call it stolen. Relocated's more like it. How do I put this nicely? Ferdinand Pratt is a postulant boil, and he's lucky I didn't have him sealed in a wall.
He truly is rather foul, isn't he?
All he does is spy on students in here and report back to the headmaster. Sometimes, if there's nothing to report, he'll make it up. I spent 4 hours in detention last week, all because he told Black that I was planning to drain the lake, whatever that means. It was the last straw. He and his frame had to go.
May I ask where you put him?
Oh, I didn't put him anywhere. The frame is likely with the fine gents I paid to snatch it. They camp in a ruin by the coast. I just wanted it far enough away that I'd never have to think about Ferdinand Pratt ever again.
You do know he's screaming in the library as we speak.
Oh, for the love of Merlin. If you ask me, he's got nothing to scream about. I could have had him put in the Hog's Head. The pampered Pratt would have hated it. Grimy walls, smell of goats. And the patrons, they eat snooty princes like Ferdinand for dinner. But what's done is done. He isn't here anymore, and if I were you, I should enjoy it. Lovely chatting with you.
Ясно, спасибо. Приятно. Так, те маги пусть идут лесом. Я знаю, что тут есть маги. Давайте прячемся. Не хочу проблем.
I shall be shining in Rookwood's eyes when he sees what I'm capable of.
Это удобно, ребят. Мне нужен еще вот этот. Последний.
Is that you?
Так, ну и где ты? По-моему, я отсюда пришла. Тут должно быть два входа. Один, который я пришла. И одна лестница. Да что вас всех... Все, меня больше никто не побеспокоит. Вот здесь вот, да, кажется, все.
Well, it's about time. It's a wonder there's anything left of me.
Calm down, I'm here now.
Calm down. Those buffoons outside have been talking about burning me. Me! If they weren't all sharing half a brain, they'd realize I'm worth more to them intact and at the 3 broomsticks.
How is that?
With everything I overhear, I'm a veritable trove of information. Now, don't just stand there. I need to be back by cocktail hour. The place will be like a funeral without me.
What if I don't want to return you to the 3 broomsticks?
What on earth do you mean?
I could just burn you and be done with it.
I'd like to see you try.
You really ought not have said that.
Что, реально могу его сжечь?
Are you burning me? Oh.
Что, серьезно? Сожгу его? Вау, я не знала, что его можно сжечь. Я думала отнести его в кабанью голову. Вот это, да. Надеюсь, тут на меня не ополчится директор за такое.
Is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them, beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Ну, мы с тобой поговорили, хорошо. Надеюсь, тебе полегчало.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumor was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumor, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Класс, все сходят с ума, а мы идем туда.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Revelio. Revelio.
Что это? Давай, топиройка, я тебя не очень люблю, но ты мне очень нужна.
What is going on with them?
Revelio.
Стоять, а тот сундук, он, видимо, где-то ниже. А это что? Что-то.
Revelio.
Так. Стоять, ладно.
Lumos.
Повторяшка. Ой, а что это тут?
Revelio.
Растет. Ну, вроде бы собралось, что растет. Да блин, а почему? Вроде допрыгнула. Сколько, блин, попытки. Все, ползем дальше. Это фвуперы?
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad. Accio. If the moonstone is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Revelio.
Как же здесь непонятно, что, куда, кого и когда. Ага. Ну, это я знаю, это я умею. Книжные шкафы. Красота.
Revelio.
Why am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this.
Lumos.
We need to find moths for
Пошли.
those spinners.
Revelio.
Так, у меня еще вот это не открыто.
Wingardium closer. Accio.
Тут просто чел сдох. Бывает. Ничего страшного.
Lumos.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths. Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across. Lumos.
Мне нравится, какая я Поппи у меня полезная. Так, тут можно нырнуть. Там еще что-то тоже есть. Пойду нырну, что ли? Так, тут что-то непонятное. Поппи, уходи. Давайте. Раздражайте девчат. Ты над трупом решила поглумиться или что? Дрёха. Так, и это мы... В какую сторону нам тут надо идти, не понимаю. Хорошо. Поппи, мешаешь. Хорошо. Это так.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Lumos.
Так, Поппи, ты бы помогала там, я не знаю.
Lumos.
А то я пока что одна, блин, ношусь с этими бабочками.
Lumos.
Никакой помощи. Сама меня втянула. Стоит, любуется.
You did it.
Конечно, у меня получилось. Что это? Еще?
I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
Пошли нырять.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here. I
Ну
just
да,
know it.
согласна. Красиво тут. Атмосферно.
We found it.
Вот он.
Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring
Лунный
it to the
камень
hen.
ученого.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
Куда поместить? Нужно туда добраться.
I think we can safely say we know where the moonstone goes.
Теленок.
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night the night I met Highwing, actually
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin, I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around. Always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving the dragon from the fighting ring, for instance?
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there. Acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Это призраки танцуют. Милашки. Ну что же, очередное задание завершено. Сплошные загадки, новые вопросы, новые тайны. Хорошо, что папе нам доверилась и рассказала, что все-таки связывает ее с браконьерами. И почему она так усиленно помогает магическим тварям. В следующей серии тогда продолжим вместе с ней. Пойдем к Дорану, все расскажем, покажем и спасем снитджетов. Всем большое спасибо за просмотр. Пишите ваши комментарии, ставьте лайки, не забывайте подписываться на мой канал, чтобы не пропускать новых видосиков. С вами была Лейла и всем пока. Пока-пока.